we're talking. Howdy, howdy. Wait for some more people to get in here and we'll kick it off. I'm gonna be going till about 4:30, so we'll be going for a little while. So hooray. Shit, full screen. There we go. Coolio. Well, let me see if this works. If I hit this, it should throw you guys into the screen thing. And then if I hit this, it should bring it back to me. Let's see. Watch it. Oh yeah, it works. Oh yeah. That's what we like to see. Isn't that just lovely, huh? We've upgraded. We've upgraded the stream. I'm even gonna get some other stuff. I'm gonna get like some pictures that change, some overlay stuff. It's gonna be real nice. So that way if I have to go AFK or something, we're all good. We have an actual stream set up, which is kind of nice. Yeah, because for all you guys who weren't here in the last one, I was talking about how since I'm CGen now, I'm not going to have as much time. I can't really edit videos anymore, so I'm going to be doing only live streams for Leadership Lab. So with that being said, I'm going to spend more time making sure the streams are really nice. And plus, then if you guys have something that you wanted to go back and watch, you always can. I have a transcribing device, so if you want to look up something, it'll detect whenever I'm saying a word. So you can go back on these videos and let's say you're like, oh, I want to see if you talked about rifle or something. You can look up the word rifle, and it'll show you all the times I said the word rifle. And you can look and be like, oh, he said the word rifle here. He's talking about rifles and whatever here. So I can skip to that part of the video. Cool stuff. Also, whenever you guys want to ask questions, feel free. I'll just be chilling out until this is all run by you guys. I'm only going to answer stuff you guys have to ask. Probably should change those keybinds though. It's actually not going to do it. That's going to piss me the fuck off. Settings. So I'm hitting buttons, I'm going to be hitting one that's not very good. Fucking that'll work. Cool. Alright, cool. We're showing. Hello everybody, hello. Ask questions about stuff you guys want to know, and I will answer. I'm also gonna get a thing where I can I didn't have enough time to set it up for this stream, but it'll be I'm gonna take a photo of skirmishes, top-down view, or whatever, you know, and then I'll have a button where I can press and I'll bring it to a whiteboard, and I can draw stuff and show you guys. It'll be pretty slick. I'm telling you, these streams are gonna be real nice. Get you guys the best setup I can. I went to a solid 1 class today. Have y'all know? Just wasn't feeling it. It was one of those kinds of days, you know. Let me see. Can you say, from your knowledge, some bullet dodging tips? Okay. Yeah, sure. I can give you the basic rundown of what I tell people. I mean, I'm not the greatest bullet dodger in the world. I'm kind of lazy, but I can at least help you out with the kind of stuff you want to be looking for. So when you're looking into bullet dodging, as an individual perspective, there's 2 concepts that you want to cover, and it's speed and Safety, speed and safety. Sorry, brain fart. So let's say the whole point of this is to get from point A to wherever to point B as safely as possible, as quickly as possible. So let's say I'm trying to go from here to that bush. This is my point A, that's my point B. Well, if I run straight there, right, that's safe, or that's not safe, but very speedy. If I bullet dodge it like crazy, don't go anywhere, that's safe but not speedy. You want to find that middle balance. And also, I can't really go into depth about like the whole bullet dodging thing, but like, you know, move around, don't be consistent, use terrain to your advantage, because if you're behind terrain, you don't even have to bullet dodge in the first place. Easy stuff, easy peasy. Luigi, if a new NCO has 9 people including them and they do not know how to lead at all, what do you do first? Well, for a brand new person, let's see. You're brand new, so like, you know, you're not expected to know everything. Like, you're expected to know literally nothing, as a matter of fact, because you're brand new. Most leadership, like good leaders, it comes with time and experience, you know, like repetition, being used to what people are gonna do, whatever. But as a new leader, I think the biggest thing to work on, and the biggest thing that'll like set you up for success in the future, is being confident. Like, even though you don't know what you're doing, sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'll be honest. But if you like sound off and act with confidence and convince people that, oh, well, this guy seems to know what he's doing, this guy is very confident, I'll be confident with him, and people will think you're doing good. And if you make a mistake, well, you're brand new, that's expected, that's how you learn. If you make a mistake, don't get mad about it. And as a matter of fact, I encourage making mistakes. Like when if you're leading an IPR or something, try out new stuff. Like, try out stuff that you think might mess up, because then whenever a real battle time comes, you'll know, okay, well, I tried that, it didn't work. It's all about what you do on and off the battlefield. You can't just like do stuff like on the battlefield and expect to learn much. You have to like do your research. You know what I mean? Like when you're off the battlefield, look up what people are doing. Look up, oh, okay, I see I'm going up against this regiment this weekend. Let's go back and watch these live streams and see what they've been doing. Oh, they like to push a lot. Okay, so I know they're gonna be pushing a lot. You get the point. Just stuff like that. Like, just use your resources to your advantage. Talk to the higher up officers. Talk to other NCOs. Talk to whoever. We're all here to help you. Or go to these live streams and ask questions like that, because here we are. Hi Clement, I see you in the chat. What's going on? I'm definitely gonna have to get that whiteboard feature, because that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, but I apologize for the sickness. I'm still like coughing up a storm. I'm gonna try to like, you know, move my mouth away from the mic as much as I can before I cough, because it's ear rape as hell, I know. So I do apologize. Actually, you know what? I can go grab a cough drop, to be honest. Might as well. I'm gonna grab a cough drop real quick. I will be right back. It'll at least alleviate some of the coughing. I don't want to be coughing into the mic forever. Alright, Julio, I got a cough drop, so hopefully it'll slowly start to keep me alright. Boy, I already feel much better. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know how loud it gets. The coughing was real bad. And I'm really sorry, everybody. I don't mean to do it. I've been sick for the past like 3 days. It's not COVID or anything serious, don't worry. Nothing bad. I'm just have a bit of a cold. The weather out in my college I'm at is really terrible. Also, I plan on having some guests come on here eventually as well, to like, you know, help out and answer your guys' questions too, because like I had said, once the seasons are over, this is going to be open up to the public for LRs to view as well. So, yes. Is it better to focus on offense and getting more kills but having the risk of more deaths, or defense and getting less kills in a rifle versus rifle PR? Rifle versus rifle. Okay. This is when it would be useful to have a guest because I am not a rifle expert by any means, but I can give you my most professional insight. So, rifle regiments, it all depends on. I feel like it's like musket on musket, but it's longer range, right? You're pretty much negating the fact that you have the same advantages and disadvantages as the other team now. So it's an even playing field. Well, this I think is a situation where you want to look at like what do your guys do most? Like when you practice with the rifle or you practice with whatever, like do you teach your guys to like, oh, this is how you absorb a push, or oh, this is how we like you use your rifle and get up in their face, or whatever the case may be. Like practice what you train with, because if you like get stuck into a situation where let's say like you're long distance and like maybe that particular week you've been training a lot of like close distance combat, like dealing with musket regiments and stuff like that's what you were originally practicing, and you're like, oh fuck, something came up, we're up against the ref regiment now. Well, then you might as well get up close because it's all up there. In my opinion though, with rifles I feel like um, since it does have the range increase, you're probably better off to not die. You're probably better off staying back in most situations. I feel like that goes for most. It all depends on like if it's a risky ball game. You're either playing the risky game or you're playing the low risky game. If you get up close, there's a good chance you might get a lot of kills, but also a good chance you might get a lot of deaths. Yeah, it's an iffy topic. It's like an investment. Like you invest into a push and just hope to God you come out in the green. That also comes with tactics. And obviously, Buckeye, if you're up against a musket regiment, probably staying back is key. Same with every other regiment except for a rifle regiment. You know that already, though. But yeah, biggest tip I can give you is probably just do what you practice. And if a situation comes up where you think, oh shit, like we can push up, we have a good flank secured, I say go for it. Because to be honest, if you try to stalemate for too long, then it's like nothing's gonna happen. Like if you're like, let's say you're slowly falling behind and you're like, oh shit, like we could push right now. Like get this caught back up. Go for it. I say go for it. Read the situation. All right, let's do some epic questions. Do you think that some awards categories would be useful? Musket, special, not a leadership question. Some awards category. I think that'd be kind of useful. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like in order to have maybe more balance and stuff. Yeah. Is it to go on training hours per offensive? I think I deleted his message. I thought you asked which side was the best to push. And if that was what you asked, it's situational. It depends situationally. A lot of leadership questions depend situationally. Like when you think about it, it's like a big key skill I say to like work on is like reading the enemy, and like being able to assess. Okay, here's where all of our guys are located at. Here's where the enemy's located at. Here's what they might do. Here's what they're probably going to do. Or oh shit, ayo, this is what they're doing right now. Like being able to adapt and predict that kind of stuff is key. And I mean, if you're thinking 15 attacks ahead, then well, you're already ahead of the other team. And in order to do that, you have to have good communication. I always stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. The communication skills are going to be your best friend. It all ties together. It's crazy stuff. Like a lot of people like overlook a lot of stuff whenever you think about leadership. Like, oh, Lego game, whatever. But when you really take a minute and think about it, it's like, damn, like there's a lot to it. Like there's different ways of communication. There's different people, different regiment specialties, different regiment weapons altogether. Everyone's leadership style is different, and all that has to be communicated with people. Like it sucks. It's complicated, and I know. Some of y'all are probably watching it, are probably like, what the fuck? Like this dude's Yeah, I looked up this music on like it's like royalty free thing. I don't even know what it is. I was like, okay, sure. It said like nice music to give a lecture to, and I was like, okay, then nice music to give a lecture to. Sounds like a plan. What's my advice on beating a rifle regiment as an infantry regiment? Well, this is kind of a controversial topic because a lot of people will be like, oh, uh, get in their face, use the fact that you can reload faster than the rifle, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let's say there's guys up here. All right, let's just fucking go and get them and stuff. Well, you have to keep in mind just because their reload speed is longer doesn't mean they can't hit shots. If they have 10 guys and you've got 15, all 10 of them hit their shots, you're in melee combat, they got knives, you're gonna get fucked up. You know what I mean? You gotta play your cards right. Biggest tips though, stress bullet dodging. Stress bullet dodging to your guys. Tell them, hey, no matter how far away you are, tell them to keep moving. Tell them when they're behind cover, it's still not safe because, like, let's say they're over here, behind cover. Oh, I'm safe. My name is Private fucking Doodle Bob, fucking Private Doodle Bob over here, and I'm chilling. Well, a fucking sniper guy, right infantry, fucking oh my god, I cannot fucking speak. A rifle could hit me from over there. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Fucking Private Doodle Bob, ate the dust. Tell him to keep moving when in cover and avoid choke points. For example, this is a choke point. This is a bad choke point. That's a choke point. Ruins, choke point. This, open fucking field. Open fucking field. Like, you have to keep moving. How to say it in this way? Yeah. I'm talking about prizes and awards. Yeah. There's the All-Star game and stuff. Trey and I had came up with that idea, and I was like, yeah, go for it. Trey worked his ass off, and I like it. The CA is a forever changing world. A lot of stuff has been changed very quickly. And I hope you guys enjoy the changes I've been making. But this is Leadership Lab. You don't need to talk about me. I'm just here. I'm here to help you guys. Even if I may not be the best in the world, I'll do all I can. Keep the questions flowing. Keep it going. It's been 15 minutes. We got an hour and 15 minutes more. Hell yeah, baby. There's a cop. I was able to move my headset out of the way. I should at least move it better. You should scroll up and OF. That's really. Oh, yeah. Yeah. More than likely, yes. There will be awards for the MVP. There's gonna be we have a bunch of awards lined up, and there's only gonna be more and more awards. Most of them are gonna be extremely difficult to earn, like very difficult. Like they're gonna be difficult. It's an award. You're not supposed to get it easily. However, there will be a couple that are easier because, I want you guys to work for something. That'd be pretty cool. It's gotta be nice to have a little award. What do you think about CA development? CA development as in like the devs, like development team, or just like how CA is developing? Give examples of the better leader. Well, leading by example, keeping accountability of everybody, confident tone of voice, able to read situations, a critical thinker, and a problem solver. Those are your main traits, and an excellent communicator. The devs, well, I mean, we've had the same map for 2.5, 3 years, right? So that should about give you my opinion on that. I do have a question about leading that is more IPR related. Okay. Epic OT. Yeah. IPR related. If you're leading and you die, there is no one with a mic in PC. How do you make decisions when you don't know about the situations? So it's kind of like a shitty thing. Is it's like, well, if you don't have eyes on, well, you obviously can't make any decisions. So what I'll usually do, and what I've noticed most people usually do that I think is the best thing to do, let's say, okay, I'll throw an example at you. Let's say I'm right here. Me and Private Doodle Bob over here. We're gonna fucking push the fishbowl, right? I got 10 guys, and I'm like, okay, they got 5. Let's go. And we go up, and I get killed. Oh no, I'm dead. Whoa. So what you tell them is tell them to continue whatever it is you were doing, and tell them what to do in case that isn't working. So I'd be like, okay, in this instance, I'd say, okay, keep pushing fishbowl, and if you guys are losing, fall back to that spot. Does that make sense? So then they have a primary order to execute, and if, let's say, oh, fucking, there's actually 30 guys, oh shit, we're fucked, then they know, okay, well, that's not going to work, so I'll go to the backup plan, which is to fall back to here. So then there you go. So I say, give them a primary order and a backup order in case that primary order does not go through, and then they can just follow that. And well, if something goes completely to shit, then when you think about it, it's your fault because, well, you should have saw that coming or whatever it was. People like to be heard, yeah. Yeah, you can also have like a secondary leader, but if no one has a mic, then it's kind of iffy. Is there any chance for a YCAPR? Yeah, we're saving all of the like other events and stuff for after the seasons. So like the seasonal events are gonna keep continuing until we have our season winners, and then we'll be in the off season, which will be like a shitload of fun events, a shitload of CA events. I'm gonna get some external stuff lined up. It's gonna be pretty sweet. Yeah, and Buckeye talking about what you were talking, asking about with like the thing I was talking about. You can have a secondary leader. If they don't have a mic, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even recommend having them. I don't even recommend having one. If no one else has a mic, don't do it because, like, people only can see that if they're in proximity of you, and not only that, but when you're typing, look at I can't move. I literally can't move. Like you're just gonna get killed. Have you seen Cool Death's new cap tech? Yeah, of course I've seen Cool Death. I actually made a CA not a long while back, like a year or so ago, and I used Cool Death tech, and it's very, very, very pretty. Cool Death has got some cool stuff. We use his artillery over there. Yeah, then inspections. I'm honestly not too worried about the inspection. I think most regiments do good on those. I've been considering. I can't make any development choices. That's up to Iron. I just run the shit. I don't get to make any of those executive things. But all I will say is this tech is clean, but also you can shoot off of it. So the devs would have to make it where you can't do that because that'd be kind of scuffed. I think that I mean, like, you could. I mean, that's what Dragoons did back in the day, but we need some more balancing on that because they move very quick. You can shoot off of them, reload while on them, use them as your own cover. I have already. This cough drop is helping me. Oh no. I feel like I can actually like talk. Yeah, but that's with Cool Death Tech. Since we'll be using XPC, they'll have to rescript it. Who do I expect to win this season? Honestly, I don't know. It's pretty much close to every regiment still in the ball game when you think about it. All the ones like top 5 could get it easily. It's just all about like how many kills you can get. It's definitely a very interesting season, and I will say I do plan on altering some of the rules for next season. Not sure what, but I still feel like me and HQ had a discussion about that. And we're like, yeah, some stuff does seem to be a little bit unbalanced still, and which is very unfortunate. Because it's like I know no matter which mistake or not whatever like change I make, people are gonna be mad, and well, that's how life works. Which side is better in your opinion against the Rifles Regiment? CA or BA? Okay, that's a good question. So I'm gonna put this into perspective. You either pick the open field or the open field. There's a hill or like the place with choke points. So let's say I'm on BA side. I'm an infantry. Like let's say I'm an infantry guy. I'm on BA. Fucking Lieutenant Doodle Bob over here. Fucking rifle dude. If you're fighting, close to their spawn or in the center, you're looking pretty off. BA's got like a lot of superiority on this side of rifles. Like you can use some of this terrain, you can use this shit, use this shit in the center. It's nice, but spawn is where I get worried. It's like I was talking about earlier. Trying to cross this bridge when you have rifles that can hit you from all the way over here. That's really bad. This is a death sentence. So you'll get pummeled in the spawn. So if you're gonna pick BA, you need to stay out of the spawn. CA, you need to get the fuck out of the spawn as well, because like if you're stuck here or something, like again, wide open. It's very, very difficult to get through here. It's basically trying to cross through no man's land. But then again, if you can get all the way over here and get into their spawn completely, like you got a lot of closer positions. So in my personal opinion, I prefer BA. Because once you get over this little hump, you have to just make sure not to go behind it and you'll be good. Give us some good advice for communication in BC from movers to LRs. So when you're giving communications to LRs, I feel like a common mistake leaders will make is they'll feel the need to micromanage, which should not be happening, because that they should already know what to properly be doing whenever they learn stuff in your trainings. So for example, let's say I'm a fucking major. I as a major should not be having to tell like a lance corporal, someone who's supposed to be conditioned to understand, how this stuff is working, and he's starting to grasp it. I should not have to tell him, hey, get behind cover. I should not have to take the 2 seconds out of whatever it is I'm doing to say that, because that person should be conditioned to do that. The only thing I should have to communicate is, hey, we're going here. Hey, I got orders from higher up. We're going here. Or, hey, we're going to fall back. Or, hey, come over here. And another thing I see people make is they'll be like, oh, I need 3 guys over here. And then fucking 50 guys go over to wherever you told them to go. Say usernames instead of 3 guys. Be like, fucking Turbo over here, Flash over here, fucking Doodle Bob over there. Right? I don't know why I'm saying Doodle Bob. I'm gonna call him Doodle Bob from now on. Doodle Bob is officially my way of calling someone a dumbass, so I'm calling someone a dumbass. Doodle Bob. So yeah. What do you think that a Rifle Regiment must do to PR against regulars? Okay. That's a good question. Well, the thing about horses is the movement, obviously, right? They have the movement. They can get game positions faster than an infantry or a rifle regiment can any day. So with that being said, you need to find a position that's best you can and ensure that they can't break into it. And you have to make sure that, like, someone asked me the other day, should we stack or should we split up into groups? And I'm like, a mix of both. Because if you have, like, let's say you're a rifles and you're on the CA side, you've got 5 guys here on the left side, you've got 15 guys here, like 15 guys here. Well, the horsies are gonna go and they're gonna take out this little group. That's 5 deaths that you're gonna pick up off of these 5 guys who are left lonesome. So being within like a close proximity, or like these guys, which is like, there's 15 in this area, 15, that's a lot. So like maybe you could be like, oh, let's send like 3 from each, so then you'll have like, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. You know what I mean? A more like divided and equal area. Yes, and staying out of the open and other such things is key as well. And try to shoot the person off the horse, not the horse, because that makes life a little bit easier. And working as a team, ganging up on the same one, having two of your own people try to stab the same horseman or cavalry dude, whatever the name of him is. You know what I mean? Establishing that fire superiority. You have the range on them. Stay back. Force them to come to you. Every regiment has the range on them, whether you're infantry or a rifle. But since you're a rifle, person who asked, well, if you're on CA and you can get them behind the river, well, they're gonna have to go over that bridge or something, right? Use those choke points. Always wonder what's back here. Come on, y'all, we got an hour left. Keep the questions rolling in. Do I have any shooting tips? Pick the easiest target you can pick that's practical. If there's a guy who's charging at you with a bayonet and a guy who has a bullet shot in, rammed in, shoot him first. Because, well, a person without their shot is pretty useless. In terms of like hitting more shots accurately, work on it outside of raids. You should be practicing. Like, you shouldn't have to be able to jump twice and like recognize like where your cursor's gonna end up. I mean, move. You can also do a little trick that I don't tell many people, where if you're gonna shoot and they're gonna shoot back, you make ready and then unequip like that, and they'll think because your movement speed gets slow. I call it the shit walk. If you're behind something, they think you're gonna shoot. You go like this, and then they'll be like, "Oh fuck!" Then they'll get spooked. You can get them. In terms of accuracy, though, that's all about repetition. Just practicing outside, going to PRs and practicing in there, getting used to it, getting used to how people move, recognizing people's bullet dodging patterns, and getting used to it. You notice the more you play with the same people, the easier it'll be to kill them, because you'll start to notice how they play. But whenever you play up against a different regiment, people's bullet dodging is different. People are taught differently. People are shown a different kind of stuff. And execute good trigger discipline. Don't shoot until the time is right. Yeah, just like Clement said. He's going to just reiterate what I just said. Yep. Readiness turning up against friendly officers. What would you do to help keep the regiment stable? What is your report about? So about the regiment being up against one of your officers, that's more of a like regimental issue. I can't really help much with that. Depends on what the person did. What is your opinion on retreating when attacked? Just general. Trying to get a conversation going. Okay. Well, when retreating, I feel like there's a difference between retreating and just outright like fucking suicide. Like, a retreat is a tactical way of like sacrificing ground for the greater good of your team. Let's say we're in like fucking like close combat, like close quarters. Like, we've got like fucking 30 of my guys right here in this open ass area, and 30 of their guys in here in this open ass area. We got bayonets going, we got shots flying, we got people fucking jumping around. It's hell. And we see in the distance over here, oh no, fucking Lieutenant Doodlebob and his 20 friends are coming to get us. Oh shit. If I was to leave now, that'd be a retreat, because I see them coming. I'm not sacrificing my guys. I'm staying away, correct? But if I'm like, oh, we're gonna hold this, yeah, and you hold it, and they come here and they're shooting your guys, and like you have like 5 guys left, there's literally no point in even going back at that point, because you're literally just going to get shot at by when you're going back. That's not a retreat. That's just outright getting fucking murdered. So if you're gonna like retreat or whatever, be smart about it. and retreat preemptively, because if you wait too long or you go, but don't go too early as well, because that could be just as bad. But I'm sure you get what I'm coming from. It's like you have to be really smart about it, and also you have to pick a good place to tell them to retreat too. Like, why would you want to go tell them to retreat over here if there's 20 guys? Lieutenant Doodlebop came in over here all of a sudden, right? Why would you tell them to retreat over here if there's 20 guys over here? You tell them to go over here because, well, we don't want to get shot by Doodlebop. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. Because like, if I had these 5 guys left here, and like I'm telling them to retreat, they probably could get more kills this way. Because like, if they retreat and all 5 die, then that's just 5 deaths, right? But if they could kill 1 or 2 more, that's at least not as bad of a deficit. Do you think the bullfrog should have more or less health in the game? Kill the rider when the bullfrog die. I say the health is good. Maybe have him soak up like 2 rounds, like around the like 150 health, so like it soaks up a round and a half. I'd say the rider should be injured, like a third of their health, because falling off a horse coming from first-hand experience hurts like a son of a bitch. And the rider should not be killed if they fall. That to me seems as realistic as it can get. Horses are big as shit. Horses are strong as shit. So that's logical. You're not gonna die because your horse died. All right. You're not like the little. You're not like LinkedIn or whatever. Bullfrogs. Yep. For all of you guys who don't know the story about Bullfrog, a little inside story. I met him in real life. He was my coworker. Shit you not. He showed me his account in real life and everything. Him and I worked at a grocery store together. He helped me. I was assistant manager and he helped me. Quite funny. Yep. Not many people know about that story. That will forever be one of my craziest things I'll ever have to say. I just cannot believe that actually happened. Like he was working with me, and the guy kept giving me funny looks, and he was like, "Hey, this is a kind of weird question. Are you an XPCCA?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh my god, no way, I'm Bullfrog." And this was the time when I was XO and 7th, forever ago. He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." Yep. He's in Ohio with me. Haven't talked to him since, but funny stuff. The key to retreating is not to bend or break, slow them down. Exactly. Yep. You don't want to just sacrifice your guys and lose ground as well. I know, right? It's like surreal. There's billions of people in the world, and I managed to meet 1 person. It's crazy. Are you really? I'm at Bowling Green State University. Come on up. Give me a visit. Come on up, Buckeye. We can go party. We can go party together. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was fun. I remember Dino Man and Conrad and all those guys and stuff. It's a shame. Conrad's back, but the other guys aren't. I feel like one of the main things about CA that like makes the whole thing worth it is like the connections and like the people you meet. It's like that's what makes it a group. That's what makes it enjoyable. Like I don't come on here to do this shit for me, I do this shit for you guys. And that's why I enjoy it. That's why I came back. It's cool. It's nice. Gives me something to look forward to every day. I'm sweating right now. I can't throw this sweatshirt. Oh, Lord. Ugh. Okay, that's better. I think there's 1 person other than any fancy girl. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, for real. Like the connections you make with people is also like pretty crucial as a leader too. Like low key, because like if people know you and like they know that like okay this is like a fucking person, then they'll be more obligated to listen to you, trust you more. It gives you a reason to come back to CA too. Something to look forward to, someone to talk to. So yeah, definitely build some connections too as a leader. That's a big thing. With recent results in the season, who would you think would have been the best shot? I was just asked this earlier, and to be honest, I really like out of like the top 5 guys, like counting the people like the one who's not in. Like 5th as of right now is looking the prettiest, statistically speaking. I've been at the fucking College of Business. I'm an accountant major in college, so statistically speaking, 5th has the highest chance as of right now. If they keep up their winning streak, like they've got it in the bag. But I feel like with the increased amount of stress because of the grand finals, you'll have new stuff coming in. Everyone's eyes are going to be on you. So that's something you got to take into account. So I feel like with worry and fear and stuff comes a lot of leadership issues and a lot more docile playing styles, which would favor a rifle regiment more. Because if you have, let's say for example, 5th, who's speaking, yeah, like I feel like the rifle regiments and later ones are going to have an advantage because if you have leaders who are like, fuck, I don't want to push, like I don't want to lose everything I've worked hard for, well, you're slowly going to get shot at from distance. You know what I mean? Fear plays a key role as a leader, and you have to fucking look past it because it'll completely it can turn a great leader into a really shitty one. The stress and the commitment and everything changes you completely. I think it was like the recent study in 2022 showed that like with fear, I think it was like your performance drops by an average of 17 to 20%. Like it just happens, depending on well how worried you are, or whatever, which is a big percentage. If I may ask, is there any time in which you can feel combat? I just don't count many. Oh yeah, plenty of times. Most of the guys who had like got me and stuff was forever ago, and I can't remember them. But oh yeah, like you meet a lot of people who have different skill sets and stuff. Especially like now that like there's some new people in here. I bet you if I like tried to leave with some new people, I'd probably struggle at least a little bit. I mean when I first came back, when all the OGs had their recommissions and stuff, I was kicking, I was fine and everything. But like I feel like most of the guys who get me are I have a very innovative approach to leadership, and like I like to try new things and like see like what kind of stuff will work. And you have some of those guys who like base their stuff off of stuff that's worked for a while, and usually the reason I'm against that is it's like okay it worked, but times are changing so it's not going to work anymore. But sometimes, you know, the shit that works back then still works today, and you know I've been bested a few times by that too. Sometimes you'll have somebody who tries something out brand new that I just wasn't expecting. The surprise factor case is where I mostly would fall flat. Like before trees were banned and stuff, you'd have people that would climb up in these little fucking things and sit here. Oh man, yeah, there was some crazy shit. But if you have to go into detail, what you did wrong with it, you did well. I know whenever I was like first commissioned, big problem I had was I was way too aggressive. I was really aggressive. Now I'm usually more defensive. Usually, most times I've been bested will come with like overextension. So like let's say I'm pushing fishbowl, I'll be like, okay, we've got it, right? We won. But like if they're retreating, I'll say, you know, we've got the momentum, carry it out, and we'll go here and oh shit, fucking Lieutenant Doodle Bob and his 50 guys are right there, bam, bam, and there we go. That's a common mistake I made. But I personally still believe that like the concept of keeping momentum up is very, 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 very good. Yeah, I remember that raid actually. Yeah, that was when I was his EXO or his major or whatever, because that thing didn't exist. Yeah. Yeah, there's been some times when I've got my ass kicked. We've all been there before. But those are the moments I look back on. I'm like, hey, like, I fucked up. Be willing to admit that you fucked up. Like all of you in here, be willing to admit that you fucked up. Because if you can't admit that you fucked up, then you're never gonna change. And if you don't change, then you're gonna continue getting fucked up. Just being honest. God, bless the Lord for these cough drops. Holy moly. It is saving me here. We got about 45 more minutes, y'all. Keep it rolling. I apologize again that I had to move the time. I was going to do it later on, but then I realized IRL Army had called me. I was like, no. I'm actually wearing my little custom OCP top right now because I'm going to wear it. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I just fucking fell. I still don't understand why that happened. It's kind of funny. I love this little screen thing. Like I can press this button and it'll like send you guys to a screen. I can press this one and it'll fade you guys back in. It's really cool. Now then I'm just gonna add the other button to where it brings up the billboard thing, the drawing pad, and then we're set. And I'm also gonna try to animate this screen right here to make it show like to make it have like some like moving parts and stuff to make it look a little bit cooler. But yeah, it'll be really cool. I don't remember that in PR feed. Anything about 7 years. That was long for that time. I'm trying to shoot. I want a custom uniform. Most of like this uniform was made for me by Trey because he was like, "Oh, you're Army. I'll make you the OCP pattern." And I was like, he did it as a joke. And whenever he sent it to me, he's like, haha, funny. And I was like, no, that's actually kind of dope. He's like, really? I said, yeah. And I was like, I'll take it. He's like, cool. Do you think you'll add a GMB guy on the screen? Oh, yeah. So this photo, if you look, the guy who made this was made like back when I was BGen. So like half a year ago. So GMB wasn't added. So if you look, you've got CICG, regimentless. That was second right there, but now they have the black uniforms. Marine 7th, MP, I'm a fucking militia with the man face. And then a rifle jumping around in a Dragoon, another really cool looking horse. If only our horses look that good, I know, right? But yeah, that's a really old GFX that a guy made. So like a lot of the stuff is updated. So I could try to get some new GFX. I'll probably like change it to whatever. But for right now, I think it looks cool. Like it looks very pretty. It looks very well made. You know what I mean? Like it's very clean. Like I love how they have the MP with the cuffs and everything. Like they have it. Like if you look at 7's hand, they even have carbines too, because that was whenever that whole bonanza happened. That wasn't very good. A couple people I know, including myself, think of leadership as some type of activity, not something that is bad. Those are cheap. What the hell? I mean, everyone looks at it differently. Like, it all depends on your leadership style. Like, if you're a more, like, logical thinker, then you'll look at it as chess. And if you're a more, like, blunt leader who likes to just get up in people's face, you'll look at it as fucking axe throwing. You know what I mean? It's like anything. You can compare it to anything. It's all about discovering who you are. Discovering how you lead. Nobody's leadership will be the same as mine, and my leadership will be the same as nobody else's. Vice versa. Your leadership won't be the same as mine or anyone else's. It may be similar, yes, of course, but never the same. Have you ever seen leadership in your head and what the best describe leadership or your type of commanding? I'm trying to think. How do I view? What do I compare leadership in the CA2? Oh, that's actually a good question. Well, I'm in music a lot, like musical theater and stuff, so I could compare it to that pretty well. It shows you everything. Like you have the rehearsing, the stuff that leads up to the big play, whatever, which is like your rehearsals, which is like your trainings and your practices outside of the actual raids. And the raids are the plays and the showings of it. You know, it's all about like rehearsing, making sure you know what everyone's doing, and doing it whenever it happens. Stuff like that. CA Navy Regiments 2022. I wanted to get some boats at Bunker Hill. That'd be kind of cool. Like I was like, what if we got like a little rowboat, row around the BH? That'd be kind of silly. Like get the. I mean, that's what they had. That's how we got here. That's how we got to the United States or the colonies at the time. Do you think French peoples are good? Yes, I love French people. I have a Frenchie in my HQ. It's very good. They won't make uniforms for these subregiments. Yeah, I know. I mean, I was thinking about like adding some sort of. I mean, like sub-regiments and stuff are like your regimental things. Like you can add like regimental like rewards and stuff, like your own like things assigned by the regimental leaders, but like there's no like special uniforms or anything for that kind of stuff. Badminton is a game based entirely on endurance and training for badminton. Learn how to run across the board and feel about using endurance and focuses on the heavy mission. Yeah, it's true. You think that French people increase the skill 30% skills is real? In overall, potentially, but in CA, no. It's true. I like playing that game. Badminton's a really good game. I'd say in CA it bumps up the skill by like you're close to 30%. There's just not that many French people, but all the French people that are here are important. So. Terrible power. You smash the ball directly down. That's how they're leading. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Yeah, I would say I compare it to the thing I know best, which is musical theater. You rehearse, practice, you're ready for the big show. When the big show comes, you do it, and if someone messes up, you learn how to adapt and correct it. It takes a lot of endurance in that as well. Running around, dancing and shit. Yikes. Furry regiment. And God. Amir cracks me the fuck up. So the season's starting to get closer to the end. We're getting into the heat of things now. I'm excited. It sucks because it's like I'm not very active on weekends because the army loves to do stuff on weekends, which is just awesome. So I'm usually active on weekdays, so it's like, damn it, like I don't get to see like most of the final matches and stuff. It's poopy, but it is what it is though. I'm gonna go grab a charger really quick, so I will be right back. All right, I am back. Perfecto. Now this is charging. What did I miss in the chat? There's been a ploy. I thought more people would have tuned in. I might ping again for it just to see. I feel like more people would show. Let's see. What it is. It is what it is. Those who come here choose to come. Dude, the music is going crazy. Okay, I need to look up what this shit is. This shit's insane. Workday, productive, chill music mix. It's nice. I feel like I'm in like a España or something. Whatever it is. Yeah, so for those who don't know how I'm gonna like structure these, I'm gonna try to do 2 to 3 each week, till I die, like till the end of time. 2 to 3 each week. In the off season, I might just do a couple, like 1 to 2, just because, you know. What about a GMB is for this? That's a good question. If anything, that would only be a penalty for his own stupid ass because he would fall in the river. Very engaging question, though. I like it. We need more questions like that. Alright, so there's actually a question for Jason. Okay. How does one effectively delegate command on all different sizes on all sides? Oh, okay. So this is kind of a like newer thing, because like whenever leadership was forever and ever ago, it was like everyone was in one VC. It was a clusterfuck. Everything went to shit, right? So as the all sides guy, that's like your high com, your higher guys. You're the big head honcho. I think the main key thing is to keep on like holding accountability of your side leaders. So like keep on asking them, "Ayo, like status report, what's going on over here? Status report, whatever you want to call it." Just keep telling them, "Ayo, what's going on this side? What's going on this side? What do you plan to do?" The other thing is to ensure that the side leaders are communicating with each other. Like make sure that they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm the guy commanding left side. I want to push. Well, obviously, I want to talk to the guy in the middle and be like, 'Hey, yo, can you cover me?' And then they'll be like, 'Yeah.' And then they'll be like, 'Hey, yo, right side, we're gonna push.' And they'll be like, 'Okay, cool.' You know what I mean? Communication's your key thing that leads to either your biggest success or your biggest downfall. Because if you have people who lead their side completely independently to the rest of the regiment, then they're gonna be pretty much like completely separate. Well, they're not pretty much going to be. They're going to be completely separate. Then you, as the all sides commander, just need to keep, again, like I said, keep track where everyone's at. Like if you at one point in time do not know where everyone is and where everyone's going or what they're doing, then you need to figure that out. You should constantly know what's going on. And then if someone wants to do something, you give them the A-OK or the no. Or if something comes up and you have a big plan, then throw it in. And constantly make sure you keep rotating sides. That way you have eyes out in different areas. Like just staying in like the center or something probably isn't crucial. You can stay somewhere for a while, but like if the left side's gonna push, I'd probably move over with them or whatever side or wherever. So that way you can have a more directive eyes out approach to wherever it is you're trying to go. I hope that made sense. I tend to word vomit a lot, so I do hope that made sense. I have to go now. Yep, of course. I appreciate you for tuning in. Have a good day, Deadly. Don't get killed or anything too stupid. Enjoy your Friday. Woo. I still really am proud of this little screen. I'm gonna have this screen for one. I'll have my actual screen like this for another one. I'll have the whiteboard screen as another one, like to like write on stuff, whatever, and everything else. The stream's gonna get real fancy. I might even throw a face cam on there or something. I have one attached to my PC, so why not? Cool stuff. Since we don't have that many people watching, I might get the stream a little bit early just because, you know, we covered a lot today, so it'll be useful for those who want to give it a playback. Let me see what all we got. We had like 10 viewers, 9 viewers for a little while, but now we're holding steady. Lower down. It's good stuff though. I'll take it. Can't be too mad about that. I'll go until like 4:15 just cause I want to make sure I have some extra time to be ready for my stuff later on this afternoon. For those of you who are here, please ask some questions. That's what I'm here for here. Here to help you out. This music is going crazy right now. Damn. Go on Bunker Hill. You want to go on Bunker Hill? We could go on Bunker Hill. Actually, we have some more people coming in. Maybe they'll want to ask something real quick. Do any of y'all have anything? I'm not the best fighter, not the best shooter in the West, but I can see what I can do. Oh, also, another fun event. I'll tell you guys because you guys are out here. Another fun event I plan on doing is a workout with Luigi event. How much money you get per pay? I get $450, which is quite a lot when compared to the other stuff. Yeah, whenever I first got it, I got on BH and I'm like, I wonder how much I get paid or whatever. I said $450 and I was like, oh, no. But it doesn't really matter because Yomo gave me like infinite money because I needed it for the event team stuff in case I ever did an event team thing, but don't even know how the command works, so you know how it goes. I told the event team they gotta do some horse races. That'd be fun as hell. Yeah, the Whitworth. Yeah, I like shooting that thing. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it. Let's go. Let's go on a little trip. I'm gonna hop on the biggest server. Y'all can come with me if you would ever so like so. Bunker Hill. Wow, there's 70 people on? Holy shit. SU, you get 100. Yeah, I don't know why it's so much like lower for that kind of stuff. It's kind of silly to be honest. Okay, I guess I'll get on the 58 people server. If you guys like to come along. Bullfrog Racing. Actually, Buckeye, I'll have to show you something kind of funny. You're gonna laugh your head off. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this shit? Alright. Game loader, yep. The lag's probably pretty bad. So if I look at my inventory here, you'll see this bullfrog thing. Look at this. I call him Lieutenant Jeremy, just because he's Jeremy. So this is Jeremy. Kind of funny. Sorry, Jeremy, I love you, but fuck off. And this is my little lightsaber that Sen made me. Kind of cool, but I don't like to use it. Just because I like to keep it somewhat realistic. Okay, cool. Let's go into battle. I'm about to be rusty as hell. I gotta turn up my brightness for sure. Awesome. Alright, let's hit it. But yeah, I used to as BJ, I would come on BH and I'd shoot. But now I always go into my little den, my little tent. I call it my little office. Oh, there's something calling in the hall. Yeah, in a minute. Let me listen to what they're saying. That's nothing. We're good. Okay. Yeah, my dorm hall has an announcement going up, and they're like, makes this annoying ding sound. I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah, they're just giving an announcement about some stupid ass event. Who's that? Oh, it's Panos. There he is. That guy's gonna shoot that fucking thing. I will also admit, I do really much so like this, like, fort they have going on here. I think it's pretty. It gives the British something to actually, like, go behind, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like without it, they're just kind of silly, you know what I mean? I also have a lot of grenades over these things. There's Clement. Howdy howdy. I really like this Whitworth thing. Did you know? Weird thing about these that I realized, if you don't if you don't move or jump, the bullet drop is different. Like, it's not as bad. Like, I guess because like you do, but at the same time, see that? Like, it was a bullet. Like, it didn't stop at all. It just seemed kind of silly. So I just got fucking clapped. Well, that tip was real bad. Yeah, see, you can see the money in the top right. I bet Team Money goes crazy. They seem to like to go on this little hill over here. I'm surprised I haven't been shot at yet. Usually I'm not the safest hands when I'm out here. I also love that I got my little 1 merit or whatever. Funny stuff. I gotta try to get to level 70 like you, Clement, over there. It's crazy. There goes Sen going crazy. We got some dragoons in here. I must say, I do love this activity. Like, you got some HQ officers. We got a hell of a lot of NCOs on. The activity is definitely there, which is what I love to see, so keep it up. Oof. This guy's gonna pop out. Hey. I want to get a big line, give free XP. I could, but I'm not like that. I don't like to use my power and abuse it. Like, even though I'm like immune to ML or whatever, I never really like. Oh, I don't know how I missed that. Again, welcome to HQ. You know how it goes. Even though I'm immune to ML. Shot. Send caps a friendly. Yeah, I will definitely try to come on the beach more often and say hi to all of you. I like coming out here once in a while. Usually whenever I come on here, I just sit in my tent. I consider it my little office. I come on here whenever. If I'm ever in that tent, that means I'm doing CA shit. Jumped as I jumped, dick. This music is going crazy. That's kind of nice. Oh, that guy. There you go. Nice shot. Whatever that is. I just cannot. I have to use the actual rifle. So the normal rifle, like this one, has less bullet drop than the Whitworth does, and more kill range. Believe it or not. I had tested that. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty. I think if you're listening to kind of scope, you'd be like, you know, aiming for people halfway across the fucking map. But I guess the rifle has other plans. Like, I bet you if I get these guys approved with the rifle, has less bullet drop and everything. It's just more powerful. This bastard, he's jumping around. That's me. Yeah, I was gonna say the stream delay. It shouldn't be bad. I set it to where it's like, you know, since I'm usually not on Bunker Hill for fucking Leadership Lab, I usually like set it to like the best quality, because I'd rather have it be high quality for you guys. I don't really care if the stream's behind. That was the error. God, it's like I get HQ and I just can't stream. Yeah, to be fair, I was not really the greatest at combat. I was alright. Never phenomenal. Wow. I just love coming on here and looking at all you guys. It makes my day. And it might break. Stay alive, server, stay alive. Stay alive, hang in there. No. That's probably bad news. Now I can look at all of you guys. Got Midget Man, Buckeyes over there, Panos, we got Clement over here. See, he's got that demon tag right there. That's crazy stuff. Dude, I'm getting my PT in, dude. I'm running on the treadmill over here. Go, 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 go. Did Roblox die or just the server? Probably Roblox again, to be honest. I honestly wouldn't be too surprised. Roblox has been, you know, I'm alright when I have a rifle. Whenever I'm in normal combat, I for some reason got better after I came out of retirement. I'm just gonna jog in place for a little while. Why not? This is kind of a vibe. I don't even care. Kind of funny. Sergeant Major. I love that tag. There's so many cool tags. The uniforms have gotten so much better. I love them. Makes me happy to see how far CA's come. And makes me go think even harder whenever you think about how, like, yeah. I didn't even see him over there until you pointed out, Buckeye. Actually kind of funny. Well, I believe I will probably just end it here because, well, I had a little bit early. We did most of the time, plus, well, I could use some extra time to get ready. That never hurt anybody. Okay. All right. Well, for all people who are here right now, uh, good luck in the seasonal matches this weekend. Again, with my scheduling and everything with the Army, I can try to get to them, try to get to the matches as many as I can. Um, but I'll do what I can do. Worst comes to worst, I'll be watching you guys in spirit. um, Other than that, though, I won't be having any streams this weekend. I might have a fun event this weekend, though, just because why the fuck not? We do some more fun events after the seasonal matches are over. Yeah. Um, Streams. I'll probably have another stream kickoff after the seasonal matches, like on like a Monday or something. I'll probably do them on Mondays and Fridays. Like those will be like my two like guaranteed days, or like a Tuesday or something. But yeah. Alrighty. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all on the next episodes, and hopefully, you know, at the seasonal matches as long as I can go. So